like to welcome you to Wilson County TV and thank you for watching. I would first of all, I guess, just like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, so I do not forget that at the end of this broadcast. I do thank the County Commission for giving us the opportunity to provide transparency in government by providing Wilson County TV. There are many ways for you to watch it. I know you're watching probably now on channel 198 of Charter or AT&T 99 or Twitch TV, or anytime you want more information, please go to our website at wilsoncountytn.gov, and on there you'll find a link to this channel as well as many other informational items that maybe will be good for you to use. As we look back at last month a little bit, of course, I always say Wilson County loves veterans. I think about the activities that went on Veterans Day. Started that morning at 8:30 over at, or at 8 o'clock really, over at Cumberland University, where Dr. Paul Stum and Commissioner Jerry McFarland, they re-commemorated a great ceremony of the Maneuvers Memorial that's there on campus. Left there and went lined up for the parade, the Veterans Parade that went from the Library of Lebanon to the Veterans Plaza at the Wilson County Gardens, and that was organized by the former Mayor Don Fox, and thanks to him for doing that. But had a great parade and then went to the plaza and had the program there. The Special School District Director, Scott Benson, was the speaker and did a tremendous job as well, and thanks to him for his service and all veterans for their service. Left there and at 2 o'clock went out to Travis Mayfield, to the principal at Wilson Central High School, where he had a program where Charter Cable actually gave money back to the Veterans Organization there, and that was, we were there with Representative Clark Boyd, and the speaker was Mr. Bill Moss. And so had a good program there, thanks to Travis Mayfield for what he did, and honoring our veterans. They were all there in front of the student body on the floor, and a great crowd because the whole school turned out for that. So tremendous honor for our veterans in that area. Then later on that day, of course, I know the fallen soldiers ended up at 5 o'clock or so at the Veterans Park after walking a 32-mile run, a 32-mile run walk, you may say. And so just a great day to honor our veterans, and thanks to all of our veterans that served. I know earlier in the week, our Commissioner, former Sheriff Terry Ash, spoke at the Rotary Breakfast Club, and Dale Webb also had a presentation. So just a lot of things. And to go along with veterans, we had a chance to go on October the 27th to see David Wilson's grave commemorized again, and the laying of wreaths on that. David Wilson, of course, was a Major David Wilson that Wilson County was named after. Part of Wilson County is now in Sumner County, and that's where his gravesite is at. He was a Revolutionary War patriot, and from 1730 to 1803. As a matter of fact, tonight, if you watch our commission meeting, Commissioner Jerry McFarland, a county historian, will have a program about David Wilson. But we had a chance to go there. I was at that program along with Commissioner Diane Weathers with the DRA from Wilson County, and the Jerry McFarland, the county historian. So it was a great program there. And to go along with that, we'll just say Wilson County just celebrated a 220-year anniversary. The birthday of Wilson County, which will go along pretty soon with the Lebanon Bicentennial that you'll hear, I'm sure, more about on our TV broadcast here as time goes on. But congrats to both of those on that birthday and anniversary celebration. As we talk about veterans, just to remind you that the dancing lights of Christmas opened up at the James E. Ward Ag Center, and they're going to honor all of our veterans from November the 17th to 21st. All of those days there, you can come if you're a veteran, active duty or retired, show your ID and go through the lights for free. If you cannot attend during those days, November 17th to the 21st, you can come anytime while they're open and get a $5 off on admission with your ID. The Dancing Lights started this weekend, had a great crowd. I had a chance to be a part of a CASA fundraiser that they put on out there. Through Fleet Feet helped them do that. And we ran through the lights. 5K, 7 o'clock at night. It was a tremendous crowd, had 1,530-something participants. So hats off to Fleet Feet. It's great for CASA to be a part of that, and the Dancing Lights, it was a good way for them to show off. So Mike and his crew that put that on, they were set up and ready to go, and so thanks to them. Hope you get a chance to go out and enjoy the Christmas lights at the James E. Ward Ag Center. was a part of a broadcast that came to Miss Ann Holt, which I'm sure is a former TV announcer and anchor, and she did that just last month as she talked about how Pickett Chapel is continuing to preserve its history over there. If you get a chance to go to her website and see that program, I think you'll enjoy that and enjoy seeing what Mary Harris and her crew has done to keep that building alive and preserve the history. I have been asked this question many times, and that is Judge John Wooten is retiring, and we wish him well in his retirement. But a lot of people have asked me, who will replace Judge Wooten? And I just want you to know that there'll be a time set for the attorneys to apply, but a nominating commission appointed by the state will select 3 names and submit that to the governor. And the governor can pick from those 3 names, or he can ask for 3 more names to be submitted to him. But that appointment is done by the governor and not by the county commission. That judge serves 5 counties, not just 1 county. And just kind of wanted to clear that up. That will not be our appointment, but we do wish Judge Wooten enjoyment in his retirement. I know he loves to travel, and so he'll get a chance to do that full time. As we look towards last month as well, we had a finance meeting and elected a new chairman there. Congrats to Diane Weathers, Commissioner Diane Weathers, who will be the chair of the Finance Committee, and Lauren Breeze will be the vice chair. We had the Fair Appreciation Dinner for the Wilson County Fair, had a great turnout for that, thanks to our volunteers and the leadership as they continue to put on a world-class fair that gives recognition to Wilson County time over and over again, as well as great enjoyment for all of us to enjoy. The Health and Welfare Committee, led by the chairman, Sarah Patton, has done a great job in revising our employee handbook. Something hadn't been done in quite some time, so we thank them for their endeavors for doing that. They've had several meetings and almost at the close of doing that. Our committee that we have put together that will look at providing us a new judicial center behind the jail that we have today on property we've already purchased back there have continued to meet. They actually had a tour this last month of the Rutherford County Judicial Center, which was just built, and really enjoyed that, and so they're coming along quite nicely. I did miss the groundbreaking of the new elementary school that Lebanon Special School District is building, but I would like to congratulate Mr. Steve Jones and Mr. Andy Brummett for their being a part of that school's announcement as far as it being named after them, as well as Miss Gay Hawks. The mascot for that new school will be the Hawks. Miss Gay Hawks was the instructional leader there for many years, provided great leadership for our teachers while I was there and long before I became a part of that school system. So congrats to her as well. Had a chance to speak at the Transit Alliance Group, which is an organization that talks about transit to the region here in what we call the hottest region in the country right now, and because of being the mayor and the chair of the RTA, they asked me to come and speak and just talk about transit in the region as well as what it looks like in Wilson County, and I was honored to do that. Thanks to Laura Headley and her team for providing the last seminar on Aging Matters series that happens at the courthouse, where they talk about different activities that are available for our seniors, as well as some good instructions for them and caretakers. I thank them for what they did this year, and I know they've already planned out next year's meetings, and we look forward to another year of her success in doing that. Had a chance to be a part of the 3-Star Governors Conference as they honored Wilson County as being one of the recipients for a 3-star community. Robert Baines, Director of Operations, has made sure that on every entrance of Wilson County you see a sign now that notifies that we are a 3-star community. Hats off to Susan Shaw for making this happen as well. A pretty large progress in making that happen, and she did a great job with that. Had a chance to speak at the anniversary of the Joseph Storehouse. Provided food for many of our citizens for a long time. That was a great program. Mr. Tim Edwards continues to work on the Educational Learning Center that he's working towards building at the James E. Ward Ag Center, and encourages anyone that would like to be a part of that to contact him at Edwards Feed. Had a chance to speak to Wilson County IT Council and enjoyed that group as a group of IT people that get together once a month and talk about the issues that affect us in technology, which is always growing. And of course, cybersecurity is one of the major reasons that they have a conversation pretty much monthly on that. And so I just thank them for inviting me to let me have a chance to speak to them. Spoke to the Health Council roundtable that they have for the Wilson County Chamber, and they have decided to take on the leadership of Senior Rise Wilson. I thank them for doing that and look forward to their progress of making that happen for our seniors here in Wilson County, and we'll bring you more updates on that as they continue to progress. The census, of course, will be coming up in 2020, and they have asked us to put together a committee that will have oversight over the process itself, and so we have done that. That is suggested by certain titles, but if you have an interest of being a part of that oversight committee, please contact Susan Shaw in our office, and she'll be glad to let you be a part of that committee. They have already met have met one time for sure, and with a kickoff, Mr. Tom Brashears will be the chairman of that committee. Had a chance to do the prayer at the Prospect fundraiser, a great program there that's put on by Andy White, and you know, a long time ago, Mr. Thompson, Eric Thompson, was a part of that and led that organization. But the program this year, they used several of their employees to speak and really brought a new light to what they really get accomplished out there. And so if you ever have a chance to go by and visit them, I would encourage you to do so, but they do a good job with what they do. Another part that I didn't mention a while ago about Veterans Day is TCAT, Miss May Perry. All of our students that work out there or that attend, about 150-something students, went together and collected money to give to our veterans. That veteran donation will go to our Veteran Service Officer, and as she will take that and use that. And so if different veterans come through town, maybe down on their luck, maybe need a little bit of help, she'll provide gift cards for them as they may need a little bit of assistance. And so thanks to May Perry and the TCAT Center for providing that for our veterans here in Wilson County and those passing through. I'm sad to say that we lost a great commissioner in Commissioner Gary Keith. Commissioner Keith was the chairman of Public Works, the chairman of Judicial, but was really a leader for us in the commission. He'd been there for quite some time, and he knew the ins and outs, and it really schooled me as I came on board in 2010. Commissioner Terry Ash, his longtime friend and camaraderie there as a co-worker at the Sheriff's Office, led the eulogy and did a tremendous job there. But we will be missing Gary Keith in a tremendous way as a leader on the County Commission. Our prayers and thoughts are with his family in the days ahead, but we thank him for his service and what he did for Wilson County throughout the years that he served as Commissioner. Also, we laid to rest Mr. Bill Arnold, which was a longtime landfill director. Miss Cindy Lynch, which was under his tutelage for quite some time, took over after him and kept several of his work habits and ethics that he did, but he did a great job of leading us at the landfill, and so he will be missed as well, and prayers and thoughts go out with his family also. We had a retirement party for Miss Anita Spicer, which was she's the right-hand lady for Mark Hinesley at the Chamber in Mount Juliet. She is retiring and moving south, and so we wish her well there. But she was a great leader for Mount Juliet. But not only that, she did a lot of great things for Wilson County in general from the Chamber, so we thank her for her service and wish her a great retirement. And also another retiree was Mr. Danny Herron, 30-plus years for WEMA. He's a name that's kind of an icon over there. When you talk about WEMA services, you go back, Danny Herron's name will always come up. We thank him for what he's done for WEMA and Wilson County, and we wish him well in his retirement and the days ahead. I will say it again, I wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for watching today.